Hi everyone, today I want to share with you how to crochet an Easter bunny hat. So with this project, I'm using a bulky yarn and it's very soft. It is from Sweet Snugglite, 250 gram, and machine and wash warm, and then it's a super bulky number 6, and I'm using the hook number 8 as suggested. So you also need the different color of yarn for the marker, but you also can use a stitch marker and a needle and scissors. So let's start with the slip knot. So you can also use a magic ring for the start, but for this one I prefer with the slip knot and 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then you connect the chain with the slip stitch to form a ring. And then we start with the row 1, 7 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then now you count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you put your marker. So you can use yarn or you can use stitch marker. I prefer to use the yarn. Okay, now row 2, we increase in every stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and then row 3, 1 single crochet and increase for 7 times. That makes 21 stitches. 1, increase, then 1, increase, so you make it 7 times. So we finish with the last increase, and the total stitch should be 21, and then you put the marker, and then start with the row 4, start with the increase, and then continue with 2 single crochet. So you do it for 7 times until you have 28 stitches. So you start with the increase, and then 2 single crochet, and then increase, and then two single crochet. So at the last one we should have 28 total, and this is the last 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. So we are done with the row 4, and then make sure you count, you have 28, and then we continue with the row 5 is 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then increase, and 3 single crochet, and then increase. So you continue 3 single crochet, increase, 3 single crochet, increase, so for 7 times until you have a total of 35. And then you count again. So counting is very important, because if you have the wrong number, it might not really round. So for me, I like to count over and over again, that I would just want to make sure that I have the right number of stitches. So 35, and then for the row 6 and row 9 we are not increasing anymore, we just do 35 single crochet in each row. So from row 6, row 7, row 8 and row 9, so 4 times. But for this, you make sure you put the stitch marker so that you know where you start, and don't forget to count that you have the right number of stitches. Okay, so we almost finished with the row 6, and then put your marker, and then you continue again until row 9, so it's 35 stitches. So once you are done with the row 9, you measure the height is about 14 centimeter or 5.5 inch, and then so we are done. And we make a slip stitch, and then we start with the row 10 with the 35 reverse single crochet. So 1, 2, seems like it's difficult, but actually it's exactly like single crochet, but you do it backwards. So it's very easy and it's very beautiful for the end of your work. So I like to have reverse single crochet for most of my work. So once you are done with the reverse single crochet, so I make, this is the last one. Okay, then you pull the yarn, and then you cut it. Make sure you don't cut the wrong one, and then you pull it. Don't pull it too hard because this yarn is very soft. So now you can see how beautiful it is with the reverse single crochet at the bottom of your work. So you just need to sew, and then after that sew it slowly, that make sure that it's not visible from the front. So I like to hide it between the stitches at the back, but for this yarn make sure you don't pull it too hard. Because this yarn is very soft. So I like to hide it between the stitches at the back. Then once you're done, you cut it. See? You didn't see much different. Where's the end? Okay? It's beautiful. Now you measure again. It's about 15 centimeter or it's about 5.6. This is for the toddler 3 until 5 years old. Now we start with the ear. So we start from the top to the bottom. So I make one previously before. Now we start with the magic ring. I have my tutorial for the beginner how to make a magic ring. So I also have it in the slow motion. So visit my YouTube and you can see all the instruction. Then after that we start with the 4 single crochet for the row 1, And for the row 2, we increase 4 times. So increase in every stitch 4 times. So the first row, the second row is kind of challenging, but it's okay. So the total should be 8 stitches. Okay, so now we are done. So don't forget to count 3, 4, 7, 8. So total should be 8. And then row 3, we repeat with the 8 single crochet. So we don't increase, but we just repeat. So we are done with the row 3, and then let's count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we start with the row 4. So don't forget to put your marker because it's very important. So if you make mistakes, then you don't need to start from the beginning, but you know where you start with the marker, right? So that's one of the reasons why I like to use the yarn, because for this crochet is kind of tight, so I prefer to use yarn than the stitch marker, but it's up to you which one you prefer. Okay, now we are done with the row 4, and then we start with the row 5. It's also 8 single crochet. So once we are done with the row 5, I like to compare with the previous one just to make sure that the size is the same. Then we start with the row 6, 3 single crochet and increase for 2 times. That makes 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, increase, 1, 2, 3, increase. So and then row 7, we start with the 10 single crochet. So now we're almost done with the row 7, and then we continue with the row 8. Again we repeat the 10 single crochet. So we're almost done with the row 8. Then we count, make sure that it is 10 stitches, and then we continue with the row 9. Is 4 single crochet and increase. We make it 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, so the same again, 4 single crochet and increase, and then to make it 12 stitches. So we're almost done with the row 9, and then yeah, I like to count again just to make sure that I have the right number. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and then we repeat again just to make sure that we have the same size, because sometimes when you pull it too hard it makes it smaller. So okay, same size. Okay, then we can continue with the row 10 and 11, so 12 stitches each. And for row 12 is 5 single crochet and increase 2 times to make 14 stitches. So we are done with the row 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Then so I like to compare again with the previous one just to make sure they have the same size. Yes. So, and then after this we just need to do the decrease from there until to the bottom. Okay, now we start with the decrease. Row 13, 5 single crochet, 1 2 3 4 5, and then decrease. So I do it slow. Okay, and then pull. It's like a slip stitch. Okay, that's a decrease. And then we make 5 single crochet again. 1 2 3 4 5, and decrease. So it's like a slip stitch, but instead of 1 you have 2. Okay, so decrease. So done with row 13. Now row 14, 4 single crochet, 1 2 3 4 and decrease. 1 2 3 4, and then the last one, decrease again. The total should be 10 stitches. Okay, so, and then yeah, I like to compare again. Okay, it's the same size, it's good. And then we start with the row 15. This single crochet and decrease. 1 2 3, and then decrease. Oops. One, 2, 3, decrease. So, oops, it's kind of hard. Okay, so total we have 8 stitches, and then row 16 we have 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and decrease. And then 1, 2, and then decrease. So total we have 6 stitches, and then this is the last one, row 17 with 2 decrease. It's kind of tight, but it's okay. So pull slowly. Okay, and then this is our last stitch. So the last decrease. Okay, and then after that we sew it. So we cut the tail, and then we sew it slowly, so just to make sure it's not visible. Now we have 2 ears, so we just need to connect it. Just make sure that the good one is at the front one. So this is a good one, right? And the other one, just put it at the back one when you sew it. So with the swing, make sure you don't pull too tight, especially if you use this type of yarn, because when you pull it too tight, the result will be different. So I like to just adjust it with the previous stitches, so that it makes a really nice round. So we almost done. Okay, so we just need to tie the back parts, and then we are done. See you with the next project. Thank you. Bye.